Watching MMA Oddsbreaker. I'm Frank Trigg, getting ready for his fight coming up here in the UK in London, getting fighting on a little small show called the UFC. Little small thing going on. UFC Fight Night 38. Luke was supposed to have a day off today, and chaos has ensued. What's going on? What's happening to you today?
Yeah, I expected to be free, but I signed a sponsorship deal today. So that's with X-Brain, which is like they're the UK supplier for On It here in England.
Oh, okay.
So I've been dealing with that all day. Signing forms and chatting back and forth on emails. Then I'm selling Dolce Diet books, a bit of a jack of all trades. So I was doing that and replying to emails. And then the gym I'm at, we had to pull up all of the mats and replace all of the mats, which took like 3 or 4 hours. So I had to do that as well. But yeah, it's been a good day.
But this is your day off. Like, aren't you supposed to be relaxing from training? All that stuff kind of sounds like real work.
Yeah, I mean it's not real work. I've got training tonight. It's like half the day. On a Wednesday, I only train in the evening, so I take the mornings off. I'm heading to boxing now, so I can sharpen my tools and knock this guy's head off. Yeah, I have half a day, and it's nice to keep busy sometimes and remember you're part of the real world, I think.
Yeah, I tend to agree, and you got to find that mixture of being a professional athlete, but then also being part of the real world. You can't keep yourself locked up for however long your training camp is, 8, 10, 12 weeks. It becomes difficult to kind of find that balance. Do you use the extra things that you do to kind of distract yourself from the drain of training, or is it also a way that you have to keep doing it because that's the only way to keep the income coming to provide for yourself in between fight camps?
I mean, I was lucky enough to win Fight of the Night in my last fight, so I got a hefty little bonus which looked after me, which took the pressure off, obviously. But no, I enjoy doing other things. I enjoy, like I said, being a part of different circles. I live for about 3 years. Before that, I used to run my own business, and I sort of missed that quite a lot. So dealing with people and negotiating deals and doing other things in life, I'm part of a group. We meet up every Wednesday night and I do public speaking, things like that. I enjoy those, and I think the drain, as you say, I try and. It's very difficult when I do 12-week camps, so 12 weeks every day, same thing over and over again. It definitely can drain you. But I just like to switch up, change my life up, and it keeps me focused, keeps me concentrated, keeps me waking up early in the morning, and gives me stuff to do.
Well, let's talk about the thing you got to do on March 8th on UFC Fight Night 38. You got to beat up Mats Nielsen. What kind of fighter is he, and how do you see him? What do you think he's going to try to do to you as you watch tape and break it down?
I mean, there's only one way this fight can go, in my opinion. Mats has been around a lot longer than I have. Been one of the best in Europe for a long time. But he's a very basic, simple guy. He wants to take it to the ground. He doesn't want to mess around, especially with me being 6'6". He's going to come at me quick, try and grab me and throw me on the mat. I've got to stop that happening and punch him in the face. That's, it's a very, very basic striker versus grappling fight. I just don't feel like Mats has experienced an athlete like me, because he's been fighting on Cage Warriors, which is a good show. He fought for Trang, who was on my team on the Ultimate Fighter, and lost. But he's one of a guy who could wrestle a little bit, been working wrestling pretty hard. And a guy who's a bit bigger, a bit more athletic, got something different, not just a basic guy. He really does struggle with. So I think that's what I am.
You're having him on the Ultimate Fighter and watching how he trains and stuff. Did that help you figure out kind of this is how he's going to train? This is mentality when he's training. As you saw him in the house, is that one of the things that kind of helped you get ready for this training camp as well? Is knowing how he did things when he was on the Ultimate Fighter?
The guy I'm fighting, he fought a guy on the Ultimate Fighter that I was with. So Thor, the guy they fought. So I had Thor over here as a training partner for me, 4 mats, and they fought before. And they know each other pretty well. So that helped a lot. Like having me and Thor were very close. Having him over, to train for mats, it helped me a lot. Yeah, really a lot.
Do you find that a lot of the things that people want to do and want to train you to do don't really work for you because you are so tall? I mean, you're 6'6" at 185 pounds. That makes you one of the tallest guys in the weight class. That's a very difficult height to teach because when most guys have to throw punches straight, all of your opponents you're punching down at because they're so much shorter than you. And you're so much taller, it's harder to stop the takedown. Do you find that even coaches sometimes have a hard problem showing you things to do because they have to really adapt to your height and your length?
For the first probably 3 years, I trained like a 5'10", 5'11" guy. All of my training partners and all the guys at Tsunami who train, they're all wrestlers. They take people down and jiu-jitsu guys. None of them are strikers. They're all dirty boxers, get it to the ground, cage wrestling, takedown. And that's not me. I'm 6'6". Like you said, and teaching me how to do a double leg is just an absolute pain in the arse. It's like the stupidest thing. But I learned that from the beginning. I learned like everyone else. We have a system, and I went through that hard phase of forcing my frame and my body to do things that it just really shouldn't be doing. Until I got a little bit wiser and we got together and we just sort of said, this is stupid. Why don't we learn how to use my attributes? And I put together a coaching staff who really use them quite well. And, I've only been doing the sport maybe 3 years, 4 years, 4 years, I'd say now. So I'm adapting every day. Everything I learn something new every single day. Every guy I meet and train with shows me something new. So, it's a long road. It's a long road.